You wrote for Katt Williams and Steve Lolli.
Cut that now. Just as wait. So we need some vagina rock too to go. Some Sarah McLachlan. Don't forget the.
Okay. Go
Oh, you can't even. As if there weren't enough obstacles for my white ass tonight. You had to throw.
Human race.
Dude, you had to throw another couple obstacles in my way. It's funny that racist music. Those are two archetypical racist genres of music, and I appreciate that. You know, I'm going to start off with a story about Katt Williams because it brings to mind a moment that happened when I first started writing for Katt Williams. He took me into it. He was recording an album. Normally I wait to tell the story before it went to the point where people really like me and think I'm funny. But that just set me on I have to now tell the story. So, this may be a very short set, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This might end very quickly. I may end this. I'm your headliner, 3 minutes and good night. But I'm going to tell this story anyway because it's relevant to the honky-tonk music you just played. Okay, I'm not from the South, but you're from the South. And Mr. Snagglepuss, by the way, I always just wanted to say, Mr. Snagglepuss, I can check that one off the fucking bucket list. Mr. Snagglepuss, man. That's a creative, that is a name you get when you're high. Anyway, so Katt was recording an album which was never released, okay? It was called Pimp Something, Pimp, you know, it was something with a pimp in it. But it was good. Katt could rap. He could rhyme. And we took me in the, you know, he was, come on in and we're going to record this right now. This comedy skit we're going to record right now. You're going to be the white man and we're going to record a skit. Now go in the booth right here. Yeah, just take your place. Right. This is my first night writing for Katt, right? So I want to make a good impression because now, you know, I'm dependent on the money. I never had money before. And I never had as much money as I ever had, and in cash, so you don't have to tell the government. We're going to edit that out of the phones, by the way, because I don't want to have to pay some motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have any George Carlin problems in my career, you know what I mean? So, the IRS came after me. But anyway, yeah, white people, we have the IRS as the problem. You know what I mean? Like black folks, you got the cops and credit. We got the IRS. That's when a white man sweats. That's an IRS thing, you know. Anyway, so he takes me in. Okay, we're going to go, here's the booth, and you're going to go in, and here's the skit. Because what he was doing was he was creating, you know, promo for his tracks, for his hip-hop tracks. So he was creating funny skits to go before the hip-hop. So he was like, okay, now in this skit you're going to say, beep. You know, I can't say it, I'm white. He wants me to say the N-word in this skit. This is my first night, okay? My first night. And it's a full booth of people. And okay, now don't, and he's coming at me too. He's trying to give me motivational. He's trying to motivate me. Okay, Steve, you know, don't let your liberal guilt get in the way, Lolli. Don't let your like a little black Yoda. Oh, don't be restrained by your liberal guilt. I'm like, I could never say it. I didn't get it. I didn't do it right. But I did in a southern accent, because that was the only way I could say it was like that, like a honky-tonk. Because that's the only image that I have of a racist white man. I grew up in the 80s. We wanted to be black. We wanted to be black. We wanted to be Eddie Murphy in the 1980s. All white people wanted to be black. But it got me to thinking about that word. It got me to thinking about that word. And why don't we say that word? And it has nothing to do with being nice and being cool. It has to do with the fact that we're afraid of black people. We're afraid you're gonna fuck us up if we say the word. Because I say the word bitch and fag all the time like they're punctuation marks. Because I'm not afraid of some bitches and fags coming out of the coffee bean in Brentwood. me to Los Feliz and forcing me to watch an alternative comedy for 2 hours. That's my time. Good.